You're listening to the December 6th, 2014 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Welcome once again to you up there. The time's flying by so quickly. I'm looking forward to the wisdom you choose to offer us today. We've been covering quite a wide range lately.
Greetings to you also, Blossom, and those of Earth who walk this path alongside us.
Is it alongside? I would have thought below you.
Yet, you are choosing to look at the perspective of that which is expected. You are imagining us in your skies. Yet, we are speaking on a soul-to-soul level. And keep in mind also, when one resides in different dimensions, that does not mean that we are above, below, or back, or front. It simply means within a different vibration of energy. So, we and many of many vibrations could literally be through you, in that it is all going on at once. Yet, because of the vibrational frequency of one dimension that differs from another, they cannot be seen, felt, on an average day, so to speak. Yet, it is easily acceptable, is it not, that one can see and feel another dimension, should their vibration resonate with that of which it is.
Yes, I get that. Yet the average normal soul, even when trying, is not able to do this. Have you any suggestions how we can? For instance, the elemental kingdom. I know they're around us. How do we get to actually see them?
It is a matter of tuning into their vibration.
Easier said than done. How do we know their frequency?
You ask, yet it is common sense also to be in a place that is suitable for such an occurrence to take place. To try in the middle of a busy street would not be conducive to their displaying of who they are. On the other hand, to be in the stillness of woodland, near streams, and greenery would be far more acceptable.
What if you ask, yet do not receive? I've tried in the past.
That is a matter of not letting go, of perhaps trying too hard. It is simple, yet the human brain has complicated many things. To sit peacefully and be at one with the self, to tune into the highest vibration of the self, would be a very good start.
I know of people who've been able to see fairies, etc. Quite a lot of children have too.
Because they believe in them. They have not had all that silly nonsense knocked out of them. Again, so much that was natural has become supernatural. And the true meaning of that word has now been lost and replaced with connotations that bring the very energy of that word into a lower vibration. Much conditioning of the adult human has dulled the senses that were once so astute.
So many are trying to get them back, to lighten them up again. How do we practice this?
By being happy. Being happy puts the soul into a different category altogether. There is so much that changes when one lives within the vibration of happiness. So much that allows certain endorphins to operate and produce elation. This is all part of the human design, yet it has to be activated in order for it to fulfill its course.
Meaning what exactly?
It is a bit like the domino effect. Once one is knocked down, when all in alignment, the rest follow. We would say a knock-on effect.
Yet some souls don't know how to knock the first domino down.
Yes, they do.
Well, maybe they don't know they do.
That is more the situation. Blossom, as we have said, not one soul spirit comes into this earth plane existence with more than another. That would not be fair. All are equal.
Some would argue that point. What about those who are severely disabled, etc., 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 etc.? I could go on. And that's just on the physical. There's the mental, the geographical, the parental. So many would argue that some have it better than others, much better than others.
Yet, we would tend to disagree. For, as we have told, each soul comes into this lifetime in a fashion that benefits their soul the most. A soul that is born with physical deformities in a war-torn country, with parents that do not care much, is better off than being born into a rich family with much love for the soul and all that money can buy, with not a gun in sight.
Your reason being?
That the soul in the first scenario had asked for this format within its life to benefit its growth and understanding.
With all respect, why on earth would they? Surely, when saying to that soul before they came, "Now then, would you like A or B?" any soul in their right mind is going to go for the latter.
We would again tend to disagree. Having everything so easily available does not always serve. And when not in the physical form, one can see how much more the soul can be served, and indeed be of service, when coming from a totally different perspective, from just the ease and comfort of life.
I can understand that on a soul level. Yet are we not taught that to think positively and remain in a high-feeling vibration can manifest for us anything we desire?
Yes, this does not change whether one be in high society or low. Needs of the soul self differ greatly, depending on that which a soul has come in to learn, recall, expand upon. Remember also that we have said in past communications that souls may appear to be hard done by on the mental and physical aspect of themselves. Many have chosen to be this way, not for their soul's growth, yet for the soul growth of their parents and those around them. A huge sacrifice indeed. Yet it is not seen that way when one is in a living light and desires to serve the whole as its particular sole purpose.
Okay. Actually, if I may, I'd like to get back to tuning in to other vibrations. Many have asked that if you are unable to come up with the big show, would you not be able to do something more tangible on a personal level for those that are ready? In that way, those not ready wouldn't be shocked and drop down dead. The dark ones wouldn't even know. Those feeling the need for this wonderful confirmation and upliftment from you would be overwhelmingly enamored, and all would live happily ever after. Win-win. Can you not do something like that for those ready to receive?
We accept once again your desire to get this show on the road, and we see your point of view. May we say there is not one who desires to connect with us that cannot?
Try telling that to hundreds who have tried and not succeeded. Bit like me with the fairies. Wanting to, yet they didn't seem available whenever I've tried. Yet I know it's possible. Many would feel the same about trying to connect with you. What would be the major thing preventing this when one was so keen?
It would be the barriers formed.
Meaning?
Meaning that although one may feel they are in full agreement with the self to allow this to take place, be it fairies, us, or indeed many things that are out of the ordinary, what would be preventing this would be the walls of disbelief, walls of blockages that have formed within the mind throughout and over time on earth.
So, would it be, for instance, that one trying to connect with you can be heard by you or felt by you, yet they're not able to receive the transmittance sent back?
Not necessarily. It can work both ways. Our suggestion would be this: to take the soul into the quietest place conceivable, in a space that serves to bring peace and love, so that all settings and surroundings are suitable to allow serenity to flow. Think only of the breath. Concentrate on nothing more. Breathe. 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 Deeply. Getting more and more into a knower space, where the only thing that can be thought or heard is the breath of life. Concentrate on this alone. After a time that allows the self to feel ready, ask the divine energy of love to show you the pathway through to our beings, knowing that this interaction is not for self-gain, yet for the highest good of all. Keep breathing. Then expect nothing. For we would say, as with you and your sprites, Blossom, that it is the expectation that often gets in the way.
Yet wouldn't you need to expect in order to manifest?
There is a difference between expectation and deep knowing. When one expects, they also know of the other side of the coin, disappointment. Their mind is aware of the opposite of the expectation before even expecting it. Whereas when one knows, a knowing, there can be nothing other than that knowing. And the truth is,
it doesn't matter.
Correct. The likelihood of connecting with us is stronger when there is no attachment to it, no desperation to it. Just the doing of and letting go of is a far wiser move. In your hearts, deep down in your beings, you know of our existence. You cannot not know.
Oh, yes, we can. Try me.
Oh, we are aware of doubts and dubious misunderstandings. We are aware of fear and what if nots. Yet, Blossom, are you not here still? After all these years, and all you have questioned, and all the tears, and all the laughter, are you not still here talking with us?
Yes.
Why?
Because deep down in my heart, I know you to be real and of truth.
Deep down, sometimes very deep down, yet you know it. This you know. This we know. So therefore, the proof that many of you are after is unnecessary, because deep down you know who we are.
So what is it about us humans that need this proof? And also, what would be the harm in letting us know in little ways that the backup team are really and truly by our side?
No harm at all.
You must be capable of so much. So many little things that would prove to individuals that you are saying hello. Do you understand, I wonder, how encouraging and uplifting that would be for many?
We are listening to you, Blossom, and we hear what you are saying. Yet, we would say in response, do you know how uplifting and encouraging it would be for yourselves not to need this proof? Just to know it for what it is, your truth? Not to be of concern as to the physical reality of us, yet to know of the spiritual connection, of love that is the both of us? Those of physical reality and those not, knowing that we are of service as one.
Yes, yet some, as I say, are not able to have the spiritual connection, and they would like to have it so very much.
Then we would suggest they keep trying. There can be so many things, so many reasons, so many interferences. Yet where there is a will, there is a way.
So when you say you can hear and feel some heartfelt communications, what is it that prevents those on earth from receiving the communication back from you?
Many things. Frequencies. As we have said, blockages. Many things. We have said all we can say about it. It would therefore be a matter of accepting the knowing. When one has tried 2 or 3 times and felt nothing, the mind system begins to wane concerning the possibility. This does not assist the process of connection. Each time one tries, enter in with an open mind. And may we say, sometimes the shock of the realization when one does eventually hook up can break the link immediately. Because the heart misses a beat and poof, we are gone. Be of gratitude at all times, in all times. Gratitude is one of the highest frequencies when felt in truth that assists the soul to rise and recognize itself. To feel gratitude for the being that you are brings about more things to be grateful for, and the cycle continues, expanding, expanding, expanding. We are with you. We are one. We are, you are, I am.
Time's up, it seems. Lovely. I enjoyed that. In love and thanks.
In receivance of this love and gratitude from you and many, we return our love and gratitude to you 1,000-fold. Be of, in, as, through love.